Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers, the 2007 movie Leader Class Megatron. A figure that I just kind of felt at some point during the recording of someone's review. I don't know who. I made a couple of reviews in order to have some footage for this year. And I was like, hey, I should review you. Because when I needed to transform this figure, it turns out it was impossible. Because no one really has a transform it on there. Because normally I can kind of, for older figures-ish, I can go to like up to bottomless or something like that, you know. But even his video is like way old. So I can't really go to him for the information. So I decided a calling was placed upon me to review Megatron, or as I like to call the lad, Mega Man. And yeah, this figure is very first movie. I mean, this is the time when they left Cybertron and they were working on the first live action movie. And it really kind of shows with the whole proportions. But overall, I like the look of this guy, so let's just bring him in here closer and let's take a look at his head sculpt, which is all blue because of the freezing cold, because, you know, he was frozen in that movie for most of the movie, but he's got a nice head sculpt that is blue. I think the blue highlights on this figure that you have on the shoulders and on the legs is mainly here because of the fact that, well, he was frozen, but he has a nice looking head sculpt with some technically light piping. I don't know if you can really see that, but see, light piping. He has light piping, which is an ancient faux art that does not happen no more. Because it was light piping, then it was light piping with painted eyes, which is the most insulting thing ever. And then they were like, let's just not paint, let's not do light piping anymore. He also has a nice chest here as well. I like the kind of bone structure that he has here. I also don't know if this is based off of concept art. We didn't see enough of Megatron in the first movie to really get a full-on detailed look. However, this is 100% inaccurate, especially if I look at the Legend of the Studio series figure that I have here with me for comparisons. But I do like the bony nature in a sense. I always thought it was like some kind of rib cage or something like that here. I think that's great. He also has got some powerful shoulders with tiny wheels here on the side. I wonder where those are gonna go. And then we come here to the arms, which have these blocks on here that have a purpose, which we will get to later on. And also he has some nice hands as well. Also, this guy has got big feet, as you can see, very big feet. However, my copy does not really feel like standing straightish. It always feels like he's kind of leaning more towards the back. But he's got nice hands here as well that are kind of molded after what he had in the movie. And then finally, you know, you got the nice big legs with the giant feet that I already talked about. And then from the back, he kind of looks a bit like a mess, even though he's leaning backwards. But he does look like a mess because, you know, basically the whole jet is kind of on his back. Oh, hey, look, it's a wing. Oh, hey, look, it's a nose cone. That kind of stuff. I just don't like the fact that this guy is like leaning backwards. And now he's leaning forward. I can't win with this guy. Oh my goodness. Jesus. But overall, he is an interesting looking fellow. Let's just say that. I think that's the best way I can describe him. He's an interesting looking fellow. Because I kind of think that he looks cool, but he also looks really dumb. So, now then, normally this would be the section where we would look at the accessories. And well, he doesn't have any. Because he is basically the accessory himself in these gigantic things. So let's start off by looking at this thing. Now I hope that this works. Because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to kind of like, I think, pull on this piece here. This black piece. In order to kind of activate it. But what that would do is it would detach the arm. Oh no, wait, I think it's in here. There you go. You have to click on this thing here. This little button here. And it detaches the arm for a spring-loaded gimmick. Let's do that again. Here we go. In order to use as the mace weapon that he had in the movie. Which I think is actually pretty cool that he comes with that. You can just swing that around. Just hit Optimus Primes all the live long day, I guess. And then if you want to put this back in, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to open up this panel here on his arm. And then you're basically just supposed to finagle this in here. Because there's no other way that I have found in order to get it back. And then also, as you can see in here, there is the missile launching thing. I'm actually surprised also that this still works after so long. Because this figure released in 2007. Come on, I feel old. However, that is not all that this figure does, because if you take the hand and rotate it in here, and take the other side hand and rotate it in as well, you have, and also rotate these things forward, right here, you have a clip me do thing. Let's see if I can show that off. Here you go. You got a clip me do thing here that is kind of gonna clip alongside here. So what you want to do is you want to kind of clip this together in a way, and then rotate this thing forward as well. Oh, I can't really clip it on there. It's a bit difficult to do. I had it and then I pushed too far, whatever. But anyway, you got this here. But then if you pull on the lever here at the bottom, whoa, the gun pops out. Now, normally this is supposed to be spring-loaded, but I guess the spring died after so many years, which makes it even better. Because of the fact that the spring died, I can now just have this and have no issue with this figure at all. I can just have him do this. That's fun. Because normally it would automatically retract, and then you kind of would need to basically hold on to this thing. But since it's, well, technically kind of broken, it's actually a bonus for one. So let's get the arms back, because we have one more little gimmick to show. Because of the fact that this came from the year of 2007, this guy also has a sound gimmick as well, which I hope works, because it didn't really work for me. Also, the batteries are in here. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take off this singular screw here, and then you can pull off this piece here, and there are two AA batteries that are needed to go in there. There you go. Anyway, let's see if I can activate the gimmick. Let's see here. Shh. Yay! Gimmick activated! Ah, it worked. When I was doing this before, it will always kind of get stuck here, and it would not do that. It would just, like, be here. So I'm happy that it does that. And then you just click on this bottom here, and then... Ah, Megatron, yay! Oh man, I haven't handled a figure with lights and sounds in like forever. Also, this is potentially gonna get uploaded in May of 2025. If by the time that this goes up, I have Agent Knight, who also has lights and sound. I haven't messed with him yet. I don't have him yet at the time of recording this. Just want to let you guys know, in case someone's gonna comment down below about the fact, hey, you had Agent Knight, which should have been named Kid, who has lights and sound. Yes, but I just did not, I don't have him, so... Oh, it's so fun. Even though it would have been better if he was went, I am Megatron, or something like that. Or Fear the Mega Man, or whatever, something stupid like that. But also, you get these pinkish spikes as well, that I do not remember him having in the movie, which is entirely strange. Now then, with that out of the way, let us move straight into the posability segment that he has. And I will tell you right now to start getting disappointed, because sadly enough, the posability on this guy is kind of terrible. As in, starting off with the head, it does nothing. It doesn't move left and right, doesn't go up and down. You can detach it from here, and then you can get the head to move. But it's supposed to peg in here, and so you can technically get a left and right and like an up and down. But it looks really weird because it's all the way in the back there. So... there you go. Then you have the arms that can rotate technically all the way around. However, on a nice ratchet, by the way. That is a very beautiful ratchet. Also, this tab doesn't want to tab in. The same on the other arm. They don't really want to tab in. This one tabs in better than this one. So, backwards butterfly joint, I guess? I don't know. Maybe you could figure something out with that. Then you have some in and out here on the arm with another nice ratchet. But then we got a swivel here at the elbow with everything bumping into everything. And an elbow bend as well that only goes about that far, so you don't really get much. And then the hands, the fingers can move out and in as well. However, he is technically permanently fixated on doing gorilla arms, sadly enough. Now then, he doesn't have a waist rotation at all, as you can see. Nothing here at the waist. Then his legs can go forward about that far and backwards, like one click is backwards. Not very much articulation. In and out as well, and this is made of soft plastic to kind of bend around everything. So he's got some good spread as well. You have a swivel up here as well, all the way up here, very nice. You have a bend at the knee that goes about that far. And then the feet, they don't do anything because it's 2007. These figures were not meant to be posed. That wasn't the point of the 2007 figures. the 2007 figures, the job was to just look awesome. And this guy looks really cool, actually. So posability was there. So then, let's move straight into size comparison. Starting off here, we have him next to first movie Optimus Prime, his mortal rival. And yes, they both have that first movie design elements in there. Then next up here he is next to the Studio Series knockoff first movie Megatron that I have, because it has the correct chest. However, it kind of ruins the head a little bit, makes it the head look a bit weird from certain angles. In my opinion anyway, but this is what I guess almost 20 years have done for the figure, kind of. Then here we have him next to the Voyager class first movie Megatron as well. Obviously, one of these is better than the other. And here we have him next to the other first movie Decepticons that I have that actually appeared in the movie, because I didn't feel like grabbing the rest. We have Bone Crusher, Barricade, and Starscream. I don't have Brawl, nor do I have Blackout, and I forgot to grab Frenzy, and I'm just not gonna grab Frenzy. I'm on protest. But he looks very nice with the other guys, and, well, yeah, they all have that first movie isms about them, don't they? So let's get them out of the way. Let's pull you in closer, and let's get into that reason that I did this review to begin with, that transformation, which is gonna be very difficult because of the unclear stuff that I have to do. So let's get to it. So let's get this big Mega Man transformed into his jet mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to take the hands here. Let me just lower the camera a bit and rotate the hands in. Just kind of get the fingers a bit spread and just like rotate this in, get it around everything. There you go. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate this over where the hand used to be, over where the hand used to be, and then you want to rotate these things up. The arms need to be rotated up, and then untap the head. Then what you want to do is you want to come to the back here and just make sure to undo this. There's also some automorph here, I guess, for some action there. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate the head and fold it down and kind of, yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Get it like that. All right, so you basically just want to straighten out the nose cone area and then fold the head in here. And then have this thing cover his face like it always has done. And there you go. Let's just leave it at that then. After that, we come to a little bit of an annoying segment, and that's the fact that we have to split him apart. So what you want to do is you want to untap this back piece here from in there. But then also, you want to split this up as well, which a lot of the times on my copy, it doesn't want to split. And I don't know why. Sometimes he does, and sometimes he just doesn't. Come on, split. Ah, there you go. I don't know why it doesn't want to do that. And then you basically just extend this. Then what you want to do is you want to get these two tabs here situated in these two slots here. So just rotate this down and then just tab it in. Come on, get in there. Thank you, my friend. There you go. Then right here, what you want to do is you want to rotate this piece here around. Make sure that the legs are situated like this, and then rotate them outwards. So just rotate them out to the side like so. Alright, now we come back to the front here. Fold this back out. And what you basically want to do is that there is a tab under here that goes into this slot right here. So you basically just want to take this and tab it in, rotate it out to the side like this, and then there's a tab over here. Let me just, positioning this camera is difficult, but there's a tab over here that goes into a slot in here. So just tab that in, do the same thing on the other side. So just rotate this around, make sure to rotate this as well, and then just tab it in. There you go. Oh, all the way around, and make sure that this is on the outside, so that we can tab this in here as well. There you go. Now we are looking somewhere. And now we come to the annoying part that I don't like. And that is this. Because these legs need to go under the wings. And then this tab here is supposed to slide into this slot here. Same thing on the other side. Slot here. And it can be a bit annoying to do. So we're just gonna... let's just rotate this around like this and just get it under the wings. Get the legs a bit under the wings. There you go. Rotate this in like so. And then come under here and just find the slot and tab it in. Like so. Find the slot. Come on. And tab it in like so. And then also, I guess, tab this. This piece also goes in here. Let's see if I can show that off, because I just noticed that it happened. But in here, there is also a tab in here that a tab in here that goes to the slot in here. You basically use, once you get the legs together, and that's the button for the sound. But there you go. That's what you... But after all is said and done, here after 15 years, we have Megatron in his jet mode. So here we have Megatron in his jet mode and, well, Cybertronian jet. So it doesn't really matter that there's a... Come on, dude, the legs are right there under the arms. I mean, under the wings. What are you doing, man? Also, this connection down here, I think, is just so annoying. And also, I hope you were able to follow along on my transform it of this, well, the transformation, because that's the whole reason I'm making this thing. But the transformation is a bit fiddly because of the fact that he kind of like splits up and noodles himself a little bit before you need to kind of put everything back together. But my main issue has always been these legs, getting them in the right position, which I actually did first trying this time. I was actually shocked about it. Wow. But overall, this thing looks ridiculous, dude. I mean... It's not even accurate, really, to what he looked like in the movie. Which, as I have Studio Series Megatron, I know what he looked like. Or even what he looked like in the movie video game. Because this is also not what he looked like in the movie video game. And are you kidding me? I can see you back there. He's trying to hide his face with like the smallest thing possible. It's like first movie Starscream, where it's just like he's trying to hide himself with his own middle finger. But man, this thing overall, it looks pretty good. Now then, well, pretty stupid, but I like the stupidity of it all. So let's look at the arms here. They form a nice, I don't know what these are supposed to be. Laser shooters, I guess. Very nice laser shooters. You also have this front here as well. Very nice big front. I've always liked the front of the jet. It's just everything else that kind of ruins it. You also get the nice blue here on the wings as well. Big fan of that. I don't know what this big thing is supposed to be, but this is what he looks like from the back. And yeah, here are the legs basically under the wings. So it's trying, but I wouldn't really call it actually succeeding at all at trying to hide anything. Now then, for sounds, what you do is press this button that I did during the transformation. And he makes noises. So that's the sound that Optimus Prime heard. But overall, yeah, what a dumb looking thing. And the weapon technically still works, because if you pull on the lever down here, you can have that thing extend. And technically, if you push this thing here... Okay, wait, that's not a good idea, actually. I forgot that the hand popped out. My bad. Sorry about that one. But this weapon can still be popped out if you want to. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. But overall, like, it's just a big thing. That's the basic thing that I can say about it. I mean, it's a stupid looking thing. It is not accurate to the movie really at all, mainly because of this back piece here. Because the front overall is pretty accurate to the movie. It's just that back piece that just isn't. But for some reason, I still like this. I can't really place why. But I'm still a fan of this thing. So then let's move then straight in the next segment, which... I don't really have anything else, so sass comparison. Starting off, here we have him with his arch enemy, Optimus Prime. So it was basically supposed to be like this, like... I don't know, something like that. That's how it was supposed to go. But man, I like these toys. They are two big bricks. If I'm being honest here, I hate how this untabs, man. This doesn't tab in like it used to. I like how, you know, these two are just two big bricks. Because nowadays, you don't get that anymore. Because also nowadays, you know, times have changed. Everything is just different. It used to be these big, like, bricks. I mean, these are like Nokia phones. That's the best way that I could describe them. Because you have no idea how much these have fallen off my shelf. And they're still, like, in one piece. And they don't get destroyed, really. They were made of fantastic plastic. But because of the fact that, you know, inflation and all that other stuff has made everything so expensive... we just don't get these figures anymore. And also nowadays with scale, but to be honest, scale could be bigger as well. I mean, this used to be leader class. Nowadays, leader class is a Voyager Plus. But also, you get a way better engineering. You have way better articulation, so it's kind of like prices that you pay. But it is sometimes, you know, when you're playing with these old toys where it's like, you miss the old sturdiness and goofiness of the old figures. Let's move you out of here. So we can bring in the Studio Series version. Well, the knockoff of Studio Series version. But still, the Studio Series version, which looks infinitely better overall. I mean, he still has his dumb things, like the legs here on the back. But overall, yeah, this is kind of what they were going for with this guy. Just didn't fully succeed with it. Even though they did succeed with it better than the next one. So let's bring him in. Because, yeah, at least they gave it a better attempt with the leader class figure than this Voyager class figure. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, this thing is basically just lying down, as you can see right here. This thing at least had some more involvement in the transformation. However, this guy's arms actually stay in place, where this one likes to untap as well. So let's move you out of here and bring in the Decepticons. So here we have Megatron with the Starscream, Bone Crusher, and Barricade as well. And I have some sad news as well. Because of the fact the Bone Crusher, at least for my recording stuff, was one of the earlier reviews, I have to report a sad death. Sadly enough, this thing has broken for the last time. It has broken off officially. I don't know if glue's gonna fix it anymore. So this Bone Crusher has seen its last days. So this will be officially the last review in which you will see Transformers' first movie, Bone Crusher. So if I ever do a review of this Barricade or this Starscream, you will not be seeing Bone Crusher anymore. So let's move you out of here as well. R.I.P. the boy, you will be missed. But outside that, with Starscream Barricade, it looks pretty good. I mean, also ridiculous. I mean, you get a jet, you get a car, and you get whatever Megatron's supposed to be. So let's get them out of here as well. Let's pull you in a bit closer, and then let's get into the reverse transformation. So let's get Mega Man back into his robotic mode. So what you want to start off with is very simple. You just want to take the leg here and untab it from the wing. Take the leg and untab it from the wing. There you go. And then what you want to do is you want to untab it. Oh, by the way, with the other one, this tab is supposed to go into that slot. That's what I meant when I said about the legs connecting. Anyway, then you want to basically get these legs from under the wings and then straighten the leg out, which will also, with Automorph, straighten out the foot as well. I like that as well. Then also what you want to do is you want to rotate this piece here around and leave it like this for now. You know, you can kind of straighten this out as well, but leave it for like this for now. We'll get back to you in a minute. Then what you're supposed to do is untap the arms from in here, but mine like to do that, so let's also untap them from down there as well. After that, what you can do is you can untap this front section here, like so. And then we're gonna collapse this in on itself right now. So, as you can see, under here there are two tabs. Right there, the circular ones, that are gonna slide into two slots back here. What you want to do is you want to just push this in, which is actually ironic, because now... Okay, that didn't work out, oops. Now I'm looking like an idiot. Then what you want to do is you want to take the head here and just rotate this piece here up and around like so. Because that will kind of get everything into place so that you can rotate the head and tab it in over here. So just line it up and tab it in. Come on. There you go. Also, it hooks in back here as well. Back here. It hooks in first here. And then you can just get it tabbed in at the front here. Come on. Now it doesn't want to work anymore. Come on. You just did it. There you go. You want to hook it in all the way back here, and then you can tab it in like so. There we go. Then what you want to do is you want to take this big tab here on his behind and put it right into that slot right there. There you go. Rotate this guy forward, get him a bit more straightened out, so we can pull off the finishing touches, because he's got kind of like crab hands right now. So what you want to do with the arms is rotate them until you get it like this. Then fold this piece here up and rotate the hand out. Do the same thing on the other side. Don't activate the gun. Rotate this, and then rotate the hand around as well. Also, there's a tab here that goes into the arm. Mine doesn't really want to work because this is an old figure, but there, after all of that, we technically have Megatron. Also, what you can do is this. But here we have Mega Man from first movie back in his robotic mood. So, final thoughts on this guy. What do I think of him? Well, first of all, it's just a brick. That's basically what it is, but that's what these first movie toys are. I mean, I love the sound that he has. I even put like new batteries in there in order to make it work. And also, he looks pretty cool, but also he looks very demo-y because this is just not what he's supposed to look like. Even though the wings on the back is something that even I think the movie Masterpiece himself does, which I don't really think is necessarily accurate to the movie, which is kind of weird that the MPM does that stuff. But overall, I think this guy is just very much stupid fun. I've had a lot of fun with this figure. It's a big brick, but I like it. And would I recommend him? Now that's kind of I don't know what he goes for on the aftermarket. If you can find this guy for like 20 bucks, I'd say yeah, you could pick him up. You can have fun with him. But if you want accuracy, you have the Studio Series figure. If you want the ultimate, I guess, you have the movie Masterpiece figure, even though that one has like paint falling off. So yeah, that one's paint isn't really the best, as I have heard. I'm not officially gonna confirm that, but I've heard that the paint isn't really the best on that figure. But you have like other options outside of this guy. But if you just want a big dumb idiot, I would say you can give this guy a shot, but I wouldn't really pay more than, you know, deluxe class price point for this guy, because while he is fun, he is also very dated, and that is basically it. Buy him if you want him, but I wouldn't spend like leader class price point on him because, you know, he's just too old for that kind of stuff. But that has been my review of Transformers, the 2007 live action movie leader class Megatron. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!